Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I'll be taking a look at the top 10 PSA baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1980s for October 2025. As has been the case recently, the Tiffany versions of the base top set continue to be popular, and this month features a good mix of early, mid, and late 80s cards. So let's get right to the top 10. Coming in at number 10, we have this 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 26th for $5,300. It was an auction. There were 26 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $4,378. The record high sale was $6,600 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 33,815 copies graded a PSA 9, and 4,342 have been graded a PSA 10. Now, there was not a shortage of 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. sales in October, but here are 4 other relevant sales. All PSA 10 copies. One of them sold on October 21st for $4,699. Another one sold on October 27th for $4,699. Another one sold on October 12th for $4,650. And finally, another copy sold on October 29th for $4,599. At number 9, we have this 1981 Topps Rickey Henderson in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 26th for $5,427. It was an auction. There were 33 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $4,129. The record high sale was $5,656 back in July of this year through eBay. There have been 1,208 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 103 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 8, we have this 1989 Topps Traded Tiffany Ken Griffey Jr. in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 30th for $5,911. It was an auction. There were 33 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $5,360. But the record high sale was $11,995 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 1,563 copies graded a PSA 9. 345 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 7, we have this 1980 Topps George Brett in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 26th for $6,100. It was an auction. There were 19 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $3,061. The record high sale was $6,710 back in March of this year through Heritage. There have been 1,046 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 101 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 6, we have this 1985 Topps Minis Nolan Ryan in a PSA 8. This one sold on October 6th for $7,000. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 8 is $876. As you can see, that average does not include this sale here, as it was not in VCP's database, and represents a new record high sale for a PSA 8 copy. The previous high was $1,601 back in December of 2016 through a PWCC listing on eBay. Now, one of the factors for this sale might be the fact that there have only been 6 graded a PSA 8, 15 have been graded a PSA 9, and only 3 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 5, we have this 1982 Topps Traded Cal Ripken Jr. in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 30th for $7,050. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $6,825, but the record high was $20,101 back in February of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There have been 4,683 copies graded a PSA 9, 422 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 4, we have this 1981 Topps Reggie Jackson in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 27th for $7,350. It was at auction. There were 3 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $6,512. The record high sale was $7,625 back in May of this year through Heritage. There have been 231 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 20 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 3, we have this 1981 Topps Nolan Ryan in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 27th for $10,000. It was an auction. There were 2 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $12,015. The record high sale was $12,134 back in May of this year through Memory Lane. There have been 1,080 copies graded a PSA 9. Only 43 have been graded a PSA 10. At number 2, we have this 1986 Topps Traded Tiffany Barry Bonds in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 18th for $10,103. It was an auction. There were 40 bids. Current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $10,838. The record high sale was $16,000 back in February of 2021 through eBay. There have been 1,503 copies graded a PSA 9. 454 have been graded a PSA 10. And the top selling card for October from the 1980s, this 1985 Topps Tiffany Mark McGuire in a PSA 10. This one sold on October 14th for $25,000. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 10 is $21,897. The record high sale was $30,500 back in October of this year on the 26th through Heritage. So we had a $30,500 sale through Heritage in October and a $25,000 sale on eBay in October. There have been 614 copies graded a PSA 9. Just 35 have been graded a PSA 10. There you have it, the top 10 PSA baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1980s for October 2025. As always, we'd love to know in the comments what you think about the cards that made this month's top 10 list. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.